November 28th. We're getting some images from the LASCO C3 camera, guys, on the Helio viewer. I will link to that. You have to download that software. But check this out, how bright it is in getting this beautiful object. Now, notice the timestamp. Every 10 to 12 minutes, you get a new image. Notice 9:06, 9:18. Now watch this. Next image, ISON is completely dim, changed, and started the curve. And there's a 3-hour skip in these images. Why they came in like that, I don't know. But look at that. It dimmed and started that curve. I wish they had left those 3 hours in there. It would have been interesting. But a totally different group of guys on its stereo have this image. It's at 1554. Notice that bend in the last frame of ISON, how it's turning to the sun. Check that out. That is a sharp bend. Now also ISON dimmed considerably during that time, but now it's regaining its magnitude. They were saying that the ISON watch group that had gotten down to a -1, and we saw it earlier at a 6 point, and it's been varying. Notice here, ISON is hit by this flare. This is the time gap of the 3 hours it's missing that we're getting on stereo behind on the CRO2 camera. And I'll play it back through, but catches the edge of that flare right there. Bam. That must be what knocked it down into, just like we saw the X flare, guys, on the 19th, and we've seen other flares. But check this out. I'm going to bring it up and go through some different temperatures and exposure times, brightness, just kind of go through the gamut here and try to see what's inside it. It's so bright that nothing is accurate at this point. It's changing the magnitude so rapidly, but it's still interesting to me to see this. And what I do see is still we're getting that green gas. You notice that as I go through here, this is the coolest temperature, and I'm going to raise that. And as I get back up to the mid temperatures, you'll see the actual green come back into it. But look at the size of that comb in the front. Starting to increase. Should be great on SDO. Now, as I'm doing this, it's 11 a.m. That puts us about an hour from them starting to move the cameras on the SDO. And guys, I'm trying to remember to copy and paste those links to each of these updates. And I'm going to update this through the day. If it's too much, just ignore if you get a update, I guess, on your email when I do a video, ever how they do that, just ignore it. But I'm going to be doing a lot today, guys. You may want to just wait to the end. It's just going to be 2 or 3 minute updates. But here, as I get back to the medium color, look at that green gas. So we still have that involved with it. All of that, they say the gas is contained within it, and as it heats up, it expands out, still contains that. It's a heads up, guys. Be safe.